What is going on today, guys? We are back in another episode of Fear the Night. Now, today's episode, we're going to be doing a loot run up in this direction past the school. Now, I can bring up the map and show you. This is all of Area 1. And as you guys know, this is the school point of interest that I mentioned. As you can see in Area 1, there's one point of interest and one layer. The school is the point of interest you need to capture, and this layer is right here, the question mark. Now, what this means is in order to, once you capture them, you will basically clear Area 1. Now, what that means is less zombies will be walking around on the map, and not only that, but more wildlife will be walking around on the map instead of the infected. So, how long? What's it take to clear it out? Well, it'll be a while before we clear it out. Not too long. The cave we want the mining helmet for sure, and a little bit better armor. The school isn't terrible to take over. They did they buffed it quite a bit and made it a bit more challenging, but it's still not too bad. As long as you go in with a good setup, they're really not too much to deal with. But we'll cover that more when we get to that. Today's episode is going to be all about looting and leveling. Now, why are we looting? We need a lot of stuff. Need a lot of materials. We need to start finding, you know, more power tools, more nails, everything we can scrap down. We can also search for food. But the main point of this video is we need to level. And the reason for leveling is we're getting close to unlocking some pretty nice stuff. Level 14 we unlock the bat. The bat's gonna come in super clutch for us. It'll mean we don't have to use these pipes anymore. It'll also mean we can do a lot more damage per swing. So we need to get that done as soon as possible. The bat is a lifesaver, and pretty much once we unlock the bat, we're going to more or less be at the chain bat anyway. So we could just go from one to the other and have a huge upgrade from where we're at now, like almost double the damage. So as you can see, there's pretty plain Jane resources here: duct tape, cardboard, and nails in there. You can search these. These normally give chemical scrap or plastic scrap like that. You could find stuff like ammonia and bleach in there, and yeah, it's like I said, it's nothing special, but there's a lot easier way to get chemicals, so we're not too concerned with that at the moment. Now, as far as like food and stuff goes, these microwaves here have some pretty nice stuff in them, especially later on. They will have a lot better stuff in them. The refrigerators have like meat and fruits, which for right now we're not going to concern ourselves with. Those we will use a lot more later on. But like this casserole is huge. 80 food and 200 health recovery. It's insane. These are going to be something we want to loot before we capture any hard area, because we can have them hot barred and it works like a bandage, except in the fact that you don't have to wait for it to heal. It heals you over time. So another thing, like the flour and the cookware that we got right now, it's not super important. As you can see, it's used to craft the makeshift stove. So we're not going to be using that right away. We're probably actually going to be scrapping them down for now. They do give a decent chunk of recycled metal back. So that's where the use from that is going to come in for us at the moment. But yeah, there's lots of good loot around. We're hoping to find, well, a couple things. Lots of good scrap stuff like that. As many infected as we can find. And we're also looking for the destroyed, broken, I think it's called broken handguns. So If you're wondering why I'm not taking anything out of there, really don't need the gas at the moment. I'm basically farming for license plates for later on in the game. I like to get a good jump on that because it takes a lot of them. And, you know, you might as well, there's cars all over the place. We might as well search them up and get what we can. So, now our level, we are at 10,200 and change out of 12,300 XP. So, we are nearing level 14 relatively quick. I do say relatively quick. It does still take a little bit. You got to kill quite a few, but it's definitely a necessary grind to get there as soon as possible for unlocking better weapons, better armor, just tons of stuff. Everything is level locked, basically. So until you get to a certain level, you can't get access to the stuff. Now, it's not too bad of a grind, just killing a few of these guys. I mean, get yourself a good weapon like the pipe, or hell, you could use a regular wooden club, you could use the bow and arrow. I mean, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're killing, you're leveling. So like the bow here, oops, if I can hit him, it does a considerable amount of damage. And this is just the basic bow. There's nothing special, no special arrows yet, which we'll cover the better arrows relatively soon. I think that's still probably a couple videos out, but once we get to them, they're huge. We probably won't use them right away when we get to them, but well, and the reason for that is we won't really need them quite yet then, but we will use them for like when we clear the cave, when we clear the school. So they have their uses early game, especially when you need to lay down the damage and what you got just isn't cutting it. So as you can see, we leveled up again. I've been leveling a lot into weight because these loot runs like this, I want to be able to carry as much back as possible. Now, we should start getting a little more health, and we could probably go with a little more into infection as well. While we're in here, we'll take us a couple little sips of water. These are the kebabs I was talking about from the deer meat. They give 20 food each, and they spoil really quick when they're not in a refrigerator. So, obviously for us early game like this, there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, yeah. Could we craft up a refrigerator? We probably could if we could find the right resources for it, but it's honestly not needed this early in the game. I mean, honestly, you could play through the whole game without having to make something like that. So, I mean, it's just you got to get out there and find the stuff is all it comes down to. Like for us, you saw the fruit pies and that casserole thing. We could survive the rest of the game looting through houses just getting them. I mean, honestly, we could. Because fruit pie is 40 food, and that's 80. We wouldn't even need to make food, but we will be making food. Don't worry about that. I absolutely plan on making it. I plan on showing most, if not all, the benches in the game as we go. Now, they're not necessarily going to be in order from when we unlock them, because there is going to be certain things we're going to want to have, and there's certain things that we just aren't going to need. So that's going to play a big factor in what benches and what weapons we get. Now, as far as weapons and armor goes, they're completely different. I might not craft all the weapons as we unlock them, because a lot of it's going to be gated behind finding the loot of broken parts or the broken weapons to make into parts, and that's a lot of times it's a bit tricky to find them, especially some of it. Rifle and SMG parts are in quite later areas, so that's the problem you run into with that. It's not necessarily that the area is going to be too hard for us to get into. I mean, we could pretty much go into any area we want right now, and as long as we're clever enough to work our way through, we could go through anywhere and not have to worry about it. But there's always that chance that you're going to run into the one zombie that's going to be a pest. Come on, get off of me. That's what them splitting zombies do. They grab a hold of you, and as you can see, you're just kind of stuck there. So it is what it is. I could have grabbed out the bow and shot him, but I don't know. I didn't feel the need to waste an arrow on him. A little bit of infection stuff is nothing we can't cure with a couple echinacea flowers. We have tons of them. I always end up having way more than we need, so it's not a problem. It's zero problem, man. These zombies are loud. Quite loud. But that's okay. We need all that glorious XP. Now, we might run into a problem. This is actually my last water pipe. So, we probably should be relying on the bow a little bit more to do some of the legwork for us. Now, the bow is great. If you can hit them, you can kill them. I mean, it's not a guarantee right now that you'll one-shot them all, but pretty much anything you run into up till you get up around the cave area, you're going to be able to tag up and just destroy with this bow. Now and again, this bow is not even a great bow. It's just the beginner bow. It's basic arrows. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Broken handguns. You salvage down on the salvage bench, and I believe they give 3 to 5 handgun parts a piece. So we will need quite a few of them. Handguns, not as much. Now, one thing I want to point out is when it comes to other weapons, they are not necessarily the same. The handguns, SMGs, and rifles all give, I believe it's 2 to 4 or 3 to 5, but the shotgun only gives 1. Now, why is the shotgun so much different? I couldn't answer that. I really couldn't. Maybe it's because the shotgun is just an absolute unit of a gun. I am not sure. Shotguns are not too hard to find later on, but early game like this, we probably won't be finding any. Alright, where are you at? Come here. There's one more outside. But the shotgun is great. It becomes one of our, I'll call it our go-to weapon for something later. I'm not gonna spoil exactly what it is, but it's a monster for later on. It's one of a kind. Now, mind you, yes, you can use other guns to do the same thing. Hell, you could even use the bow if you want to, or if you have enough patience to do so. And it really depends on your patience level and your skill level with what you're using. Now, for me, I'm not gonna at all claim that I'm a master at this game. I'm average player, you know, nothing special. I've played this game a bit, so I know what I'm doing. I kind of know some cheeky angles to take on stuff. Now, this does not at all mean I am good at the game. I just know my way around stuff in that regard. But we're going to kind of skip the cupboards. The cupboards aren't going to really have too much for what we need. We're more concerned with getting recycled metals right now. And the cupboards are basically, except for the cooking pot stuff, it's basically only going to be about food or water or plastic scrap. So we're after a lot of metal. Now, this is a cluster of 5 houses. We will probably loot all 5 up just because we need the materials. it's good XP as well. We're pretty close to our level 14 goal. Oh, you're stuck. Wondering where he's at. Get my arrow back. Yeah, we're almost to our level. Once we get that, we can start using the bat, as I had mentioned. The bat's great. It's cheap. Oh my god, is it cheap. Same with the chain bat, and the repair cost on them is pretty low for how good they are. There is some weapons later on that are gonna kill you for repairs. I mean, absolutely just rough. But that's okay. There's kind of what I'd call the sacrifice of the better equipment. So, alright, let's switch to this pipe. We're going to use this a bit more again. Can run it down as much as possible because we're about to level up. Ah, he's going to split. Ah, I hate them. Don't got time for you splitting on me. Just die. Or rather, die again, I guess. Because technically they are already dead, so I guess we'd be killing them again. Come on. Hiding in the bathroom. Alright, there's our level up. So let's step on into here. What should we put some points into this time? I don't know. I really don't necessarily need anything there right now, so let's add some more back into ranged. We're going to be using the bow a lot relatively soon. Now the bat, it requires wood, cloth, and hemp. So let's actually get out of here. We'll run across the street here. Give a little smackety smack on one of these trees. Look at all these zombies running around. God, they're just like, I don't know. They're just like an XP treasure trove. Alright, that should be good for now. I want a little bit of extra for repair wise, because you only make one of these and then you'll repair it and it will cost, well, I'll show you as we use it. As you use it, you'll see the durability go down, and then you can go into your inventory and repair it up so you can use it again. 1, 2, oh, these guys aren't strong enough to stand up to the 1, 2, hiya. But alright, if you hover over top of it, repair requirements on the right hand side is cloth, hemp strands, and wood. Now, it's not 1, 1, and 1 every time. It is based on the current durability of the weapon. So if your weapon is basically toast or it is completely broken, then it's going to cost a heck of a lot more. But come on, let me search this guy. But all in all, it's cheap. Wood, hemp, and cloth are some pretty basic resources. There's really not much to getting them. Cloth is super easy to obtain. You could craft it, or you could slay these zombies, farm them up. Did I search this guy? No, I didn't. So it's really an easy resource to get. Wood and hemp, again, super simple. You smack up a tree, you get wood and hemp from it. Or you can pick up the wood on the ground. You can pick the hempen strands up as you're walking around. So simple, absolutely simple. Now once we get the chain bat, all that takes is a little bit of recycled metal to repair. So it's not too hard. Do a little bit of a loot run, grab yourself a little bit of recycled metal, and bam, you got everything you need to repair. So let's take a look at what we got now. We're doing pretty good. Got quite a bit of decent stuff. This food is really nice. A little bit of water. But lots of stuff to scrap down. I was hoping to find a few more of them, but it is what it is. Not going to complain too much, but I was kind of hoping to level up a little bit more, so I think we're going to journey a bit further up here. Now, we are pretty close to the lair. I can actually show you that. We're not gonna do too much with it today. Basically that's gonna be something where we're gonna come with the mining helmet and bring ourselves a bunch of arrows, bring ourselves the chain bat probably by then, and we're gonna come and just have a field day on the infected in there. Now there is one in there. Well, it's one or two. Sometimes it's only one, sometimes it's two, and sometimes they don't even spawn. But there is a couple possibilities for a specialty zombie in there. Now, what is it? If you guys have seen my playthrough, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is quite a challenge early game. Oh, it's not even gonna let me walk up that. But if you have the right gear, as in like the right armor, you can withstand several shots from him and not have to worry about it too much. Now that guy is good XP. Level 18 up here. This is what I was talking about with the level jump and the XP gain. So these guys are starting to get hardy, which is great. They're awesome for farming XP. This guy's even bigger. What level are you? 14? Oh, he just tanked an extra hit, that's all. Boom. Look at that, 2700 XP there. Boom. 1300. Oh, man. Walking bags of experience. That's what I call these guys. I don't know. It's so fun to just walk around with this bat and just give him that big whack at the end. You're about to get the big whack. Oh shit, my bat's destroyed. Run away. No, not really. We just need to repair it. Come on, let me walk. Wasn't letting me walk. Alright, there we go. Sometimes when you come out of your crafting menu, if you push the directional keys too quick, it doesn't let you walk. Why? I have no idea. I don't know. Some of the stuff you'll find in here will puzzle you. I'll just leave it at that. I'll let you guys see what I'm talking about, that being one of them. Why the hell when you come out of your inventory, sometimes you can't move? I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about it, to be honest. But, you know, it is what it is. It's not horrible. Okay, well, it is kind of horrible, but you know, it's tolerable, I'll say. Yeah, split on your own time, buddy. You don't want no splitters. Now the splitters are easy to kill off with the bow. If you get one that splits, you could just pull out the bow, pop them once with the bow, and done. But, you know, you could also just walk away from them and they won't do anything to you as long as you stay away from them. Or stay far enough away, rather. Oh. In the house? Yep. Come here. Come here. It's big whack time. Boom! That's right. You messed with the wrong survivor today, buddy. Alright, that's level 15. That means Chain Bat is now unlocked. I'm going to clear this house out quick. Then we're going to go take a look at just the edge of the lair there. I'll walk in there with you guys. It's going to be dark, so there's really not a lot we can do. But I can show you guys it just a little bit. And then after that, I'll pause the video and make the quick trek home so we can get on with making some weapons and armor today. And some tools, even. I want to grab this. Alright, I'm not gonna bother with them. Let's get on to the lair. Now, this lair is great for farming XP. If you're really in a need for XP, bring a bow, a couple hundred arrows, clear them out. I mean, there's tons of them in here. So there's like several hordes, I'll call it, in here. Now you get a couple here at the beginning, not too much, but just a couple. Oh, you're still alive. Just die already. Or rather die again, but you know. Alright, so here's where you see your first horde. Now I don't know how well you guys can see it, but the first horde is all along the rocks up there. Now it'll be so much easier to show this once we get the mining helmet. It'd be so handy if the flare gun worked. God, I'd love that. There's so many uses for the flare gun in this game if it actually worked right, but unfortunately they don't have it working right, so it is what it is. We're gonna take some more into infection and we're gonna hit up some more melee again. Now, like I said, I will pause the video, make the trek home, and we will start doing a little bit of building. Alright guys, just got home here now, so it's time to throw our little bit of water on the fire. Where you at? Right there it be. And we can take all them out. Stacks to 50, by the way, in case you did not know. And we'll throw some more wood in there. Now the charcoal does come in handy for later, but right now we could just leave it sit there for now. What we're going to do is we're going to grab out our stuff for our armor first, which is right there. Now, what else do we need? I think we need some plastic and some metal to do a couple tools and stuff. Now let's fast travel over to, we'll start with this one. Alright, armor first. So now we have unlocked the mining helmet and we can get through all the cardboard armor. Now, we should have, we have plenty of cardboard to do the upgrades for that. The mining helmet takes one battery, some duct tape, metal, and plastic. It's expensive, but it is well worth it. So, we're going to get that crafting up now. Now, the one problem with the benches on here is when you start something crafting like that, you have to stay in the bench screen, unfortunately. So, you know, there's nothing you can do about it, but that's why you'll see me stay in there, stay in that screen. Just figured I'd give you guys the heads up about that. Now, we are going to eat one of these fruit pies. It's 40 food, and it gives you like a regenerative effect stamina. Obviously, it's not going to come in handy for us right now, but, you know. Alright, so, cardboard bottoms, as you see, we need the ones we were wearing. That's why we took them off. And we're going to craft the top up as well. Alright, now, once that's done, we queue up the next part. Now, it is quite a jump in armor score. So, but the helmet we cannot wear right now. The helmet we'll only wear at night because it uses up the durability as you wear it. Because there's no way to shut the light off. When you have it on, your light's on. So, and it only takes a battery, I believe, to repair it. But as you can see, we get this nice, handy dandy little light. No way, no way to shut it off though. So when you take it off, you'll see it's taking durability damage, and you need a battery, a little bit of recycled materials as well to repair it. So that's why we're not going to be using it too much at the moment. We will use it whenever we do anything at night, but apart from that, we really won't. So, alright, we're going to come here and check out some weapons and stuff. Now, oh yeah, we need more wood, but we're going to be making these two. We also need to go to our workbench and make hide and plywood. And then as you can see, the chain bat just takes a little bit of recycled metal. So we are going to craft that up, give ourselves the big upgrade to 80 damage. Now, That is huge. That's gonna destroy almost everything you come into contact with right now without a problem. Now, as you can see, there's a lot more stuff down here, but again, we need SMG parts for this. We need handgun parts, and not just handgun parts, we also need to be able to craft makeshift parts and go mine metal. Now, once we start getting into the metal and stuff like that, metal is an Area 2 cave item. Now, how long will it be before we get to Area 2 cave? Not too long. It really goes by pretty quick. So, we need 8 more wood here quick, and then we're gonna make up the replacement for this. There we go. Well, that's plenty, actually. I think that might be enough for both. But, come in here, make the hatchet first. Okay, nope. We need a couple more. But we're gonna make the hatchet first because, well... Oh yeah, that's right. Can't drag and drop. But the hatchet is absolutely necessary for more wood farming. And here's the reason why. As you can see, each hit generates material now. Now, it's not necessarily a lot more yet, but as you can see, it's every hit now. So, big difference. You can also use it as a weapon if you decide to. It's 30 damage, so it does do considerable damage. However, we have the chain bat, so when we melee something, it's gonna be with the bat. The bat is gonna, and I'll show you why. Right here. Whop! One hit. Oh, he's splitting apart. Run! No, it's not that bad. With our new armor now, all we have to worry about is infection from them, so. Now, kill a couple of these guys on our walk over here. So we're going to the workbench next. Well, actually, we have to go back to the salvage bench. I have to go get chemicals. Come on. Just die already. Just die. Now, pretty soon we will be moving out of this area. Basically, around this time, this area really is of no value anymore. Once you get to this point, I mean, the zombies don't give nearly enough XP. Yeah, everyone you kill has good items, but there's just... the XP is just not there, so... Alright, we need to go back over here quick and grab something. Chemicals and stuff like that. Grab us some chemicals. Grab us our fur. Don't think we need anything else, but I'm probably wrong. You know how that goes. So, alright. Make the quick hop back. The fast travel is absolutely great. But alright. So what do we need to do? We need to scroll down and find plywood. Plywood takes glue and wood. Glue takes chemicals and plastic. So we're going to craft up maybe 5 for now. Now hide also takes fur and chemicals. So the chemical grind will be starting pretty soon. And then we're just going to make up the rest into glue out of them chemicals for now. There's also this plywood going. Another thing we do need to make today is we will need to make spikes. Why spikes? Well, we need to protect our generators. I don't care if the zombies break through the door and get inside, but I don't want to lose a shelter and have to spend a few minutes taking it back. It's not that it's hard, it's just that it's an unnecessary loss. So, I'm just going to put down a couple in front of them. I probably actually won't even show that on camera. There's really nothing to it, so... Okay, you gotta die. You're annoying. That's what I mean about the generator. He is coming over to give it the big whack, and it's like, not happening today. Come on. Alright, well, we'll do it that way. Sometimes you can't click on them either. So, alright, let's get on in here. Scroll on down. Wait. Oh, we're missing wood, I was gonna say. Come on, a little more. Oop, that just gave hemp. Alright. Run back on in here. Yes, we are very overweight right now, unfortunately, but that is okay. Now, the sawed-off shotgun here will probably be the first one we make or find. It's not too expensive, but you'll see it says 25 damage. That is per pellet. Now, the shotgun shoots multiple pellets, so it is a per pellet thing. And you stay the hell away from my damn generator. Frickin' zombie. No respect, them zombies. No respect whatsoever. Alright, we're just going to drop that. Put the arrows up on that one. Now we got ourselves a lot better bow. We've upgraded our armor today. Got ourselves the mining helmet. We have tons of resources and stuff to go scrap down and get ready. One other thing we can take a look at quick is we unlock the greater bandage, which is of course antibiotics and 4 regular bandages. Now, I really don't think I'm going to be making them right now. I'll actually probably make like a couple just in case of an emergency, but I don't foresee us needing that, to be honest. I think we've got everything out of here that we want. We could make a pipe shotgun, but they're honestly trash. I mean, they really are. For what it costs to make them, I don't think it's worth it personally. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I will salvage everything else down off camera, and I will get the spikes made, place them up. In the next episode, we might go take a look at taking over the school, because I think we're far enough in now. We got enough weaponry that we should not have much of an issue. So off camera, like I said, I am going to salvage up a whole bunch of stuff, get it done, get our spikes made. I'm also going to work on making some more arrows. We're going to need a bunch more arrows. Arrows are my main weapon of choice for stuff like that. It's either arrows or bullets, because the amount of them that come, it's well worth having the range for that, in my opinion. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm really enjoying playing this again. I love this game, so I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. If you guys are, remember to smash that like button, comment down below, let me know what you guys are thinking about this game. Let me know if you guys are playing it, have played it, all that sort of good stuff. And as always, remember to subscribe to the channel. This way you know when I post up new videos. New videos come out Monday through Friday. You will probably rarely see any weekend uploads, but they might still happen depending. So anyway, again, thank you guys so much for being here, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.